Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I was going to leave this for a full week, but I think the video's kind of had as many views as it's going to get, and it's had over 300 comments, which is a lot. I've tried to reply to every single one of you. If I've not replied, I think there's one or two people I try to reply back, and when I click send or comment, it doesn't go through for some reason. So if you're one of the people that I've not replied to, that's why it physically won't let me, so you might have to go into your YouTube settings and change something there. I have read every single one. It's taken a while to kind of absorb all of the ideas, and there's been some really great ideas actually. So it's incredibly difficult to pick. A couple of notes surprised me that kept coming up a few times, like a lot of people asked for mint, which is something I never really think about in perfume too much. A lot of people mentioned boozy accords like cognac and whiskey and rum. Some really good suggestions, some interesting ones. Darren wrote he wants one called Shipwreck, and it was ocean and woods. Walking on the beach and finding a wooden boat that has been grounded there for years. The smell of the wood and the ocean breeze combined would draw anyone back for another visit. That got quite a few thumbs up. It's a nice idea. I didn't pick that one because I can think of a few fragrances that do that kind of thing. Selma In by James Healy is an excellent example. Seaweed and driftwood. There's Albatross by Matriarch, which again is like dark ocean and driftwood. So I didn't really want to do that one, although I like the idea of it. This was another really great idea. Nordic Sky, a fragrance inspired by the Swedish winter in the north. Fir, cedar, cloudberry, fantasy notes of winter night air, to evoke the feeling of freedom, openness and brightness. So it's meant to smell like the cool, crisp forest air of Sweden. I thought that was a cool idea as well. Here's another really good idea. Pumpkin pie ice cream, nice and spicy with the creaminess from the ice cream. Think nutmeg and cinnamon and creamy. So that would have been nice, and I think I could do a good job of that as well. The Yorkshire Moors, wild and gothic with notes of bracken, heather, grass, juniper, rosemary, moss, bog, bird's nest and poisonous snake. Some really interesting ideas. Dark rum, mango and plum with cinnamon, black pepper and coffee, mixed with brown suede, mahogany, leather and cedarwood. The fragrance would be called Intrigue, notes of ivory super, white musk, leather and blood orange. I didn't pick that one just because it's too simple. If I made that one on a video, I feel like it's just not really challenging the viewers or me. I guess it would be kind of like an eccentric molecules one. So I didn't pick that one just because of the simplicity of it. I kind of did this to give myself a challenge. There wasn't a whole lot of reviewers that entered. I was kind of hoping more would join in, but for whatever reason they've not bothered. But a couple of my friends have. Brandon from Art of Fragrance, if you don't know him, check out his channel. He left a really good one called, he wants it to be called Downtown, with main notes of whiskey, smoke, oud and suede, to remind him of nights out in the city with his friends. Another reviewer, the Harvard boy, wrote it would be called Amour, and fragrance notes of rose, chocolate, saffron, vanilla, cardamom, tobacco and amber. That kind of a little bit reminded me of something like Noir de Noir by Tom Ford, chocolate and rose. So I didn't really want to do that one. Smurthy Girl entered a really good one, and I don't know if I'm going to pick this or not. It sounds interesting and a bit of a challenge as well. She wanted to combine the scent of sun cream, which I kind of take as kind of coconutty vibe and tropical, mixed with a mojito. So rum and I think mint and lime is in a mojito. So, and that would be mixed with nice florals. That would be mixed with nice florals of orange blossom, frangipane, jasmine, and also she put in the note of cannabis for people smoking weed, like wafting in the air. So I think that would be the challenge, is balancing the tropical suntan lotion vibe with very pretty florals, mixing it with a herbal kind of smoky weed smell. that is that is certainly a challenge, and obviously the Mojito Accord as well. Mr. Oz, another reviewer, check out Mr. Oz's channel if you have not. I'll leave links in the description to the reviewers that entered, and you can check out their channels if you haven't done. Mr. Oz does really good videos. I think he's got a good nose. His idea was great. Beautiful dissonance. Best of both worlds, beautiful unisex, voluptuous, rich floral. So the notes would be sort of a blend, a mixture of gardenia and coconut with vanilla, musk, a little bit of vetiver, some pine, rosewood, sandalwood, myrrh, frankincense, and a little bit of a non-animalic oud. I think that's a great idea. I think interesting balancing the gardenia with the coconut and then blending that with the resins and the woods and oud. I'm trying to imagine in my head how that would work, and I think it would be quite unique. I think that would be quite a challenge as well, to try and get the balance there between the resins and the oud and the coconutty floral. But it sounds really good. I like that idea a lot. Ouch110, Tom, he entered an idea I had for soap, but it was an amazing fragrance. He wants to call it the Three Kings, based on the three gifts brought to Jesus of gold, frankincense and myrrh. So he wants frankincense and myrrh in the fragrance, but the challenge is to create an accord that represents gold. Interesting again, and that's definitely a challenge. It might be heavy on the resins though, with the frankincense and myrrh being kind of the dominant note of the fragrance. I guess it's not really specified how you would dress that up a little bit, because you would really need to add some florals in there. And I think, is there only one more reviewer? Okay, the last reviewer is Timmy from Imagine Scent. This actually got the most thumbs up and the most comments of people liking his idea. The name of the fragrance, Once It Was White, and it's based around the idea or the story of Romeo and Juliet. The love story of Romeo and Juliet, beautiful yet tragic. So he's chosen white florals, bright and playful peppermint, to paint the image of the white dress and the youthful appeal of Juliet, and the light side of kind of the story. And then the fragrance transitions to the ending of the story, which is tragic, which is captured by the scent of blood and red roses, with frankincense and myrrh to represent the atmosphere of the tomb, which is like church-like aroma, combined, light and dark. And his notes for the fragrance are bergamot, jasmine, magnolia, gardenia and peppermint, with a blood accord, which would be, he's written rows of metallic notes, frankincense, myrrh, white musk, sandalwood and oud. What I like about this one is the nice balance of the florals and the unusual kind of element of adding like peppermint, which is something that I've never used. The challenge of making the rose accord come after the white florals, I think, is going to be tricky, because he wants to smell the white florals first and the rose to come out later, so you're going to have to kind of somehow balance that, where the rose doesn't overtake at the beginning and holds on long enough in the fragrance for when the white florals do tone down that the rose is still there. I think that's the challenge. I like the idea though. The comment from a non-reviewer that has the most thumbs up, in fact the most thumbs up of anyone in the whole thread, is Isabella with this idea. The Whore of Babylon. Notes of mandarin, bergamot, black pepper, coriander, nutmeg, vanilla, ylang ylang, rose, jasmine and neroli, cedarwood, sweet myrrh, incense, musk, sandalwood and civet. And she's got 12 thumbs up and I think 6 replies, although one of them I think is me. So she's the leader. I actually like the idea. I like the balance. Ylang ylang is actually one of my favourite florals. It's like a beautiful mist or a fog. I really like rose. I like jasmine as well. I have a really good sweet myrrh. It's called African soap myrrh, which has natural nuances of dried sticky dates. So it's actually sweeter than like regular myrrh. I've had quite a bit of practice making incense accords, and I've never used civet yet. So I think I'm a little bit terrified to try and use civet because of how nuclear strong it is. Even that 0.01% synthetic I have, I think needs diluting further before I can use it. So I think I'm going to pick Isabella for the non-reviewer, and that will give me the challenge of using the civet. And I think she's the only one, I might be wrong, I might have read civet somewhere else as well. One of the very few that's asked for civet. And cool name, the Whore of Babylon. If you want to change the name Isabella, you're welcome to, but I will go with that if you want it. Okay, we're going to do that one. I think I can do a good job of balancing the florals. I think that'll be nice. I want to pick something that I know I can do a good job of. And, you know, there's challenging yourself, and then there's going a little bit too far where it's not going to smell good for somebody. So I have to do it within my own ability. This one I think I'm pretty sure I can balance that well and make it decent, and at the same time as being a challenge of using the civet. So Isabella, you're the winner for the non-reviewer. For the reviewers, I think I've gone through them all. Hold on, there's one brand new reviewer. He literally started reviewing yesterday. I've commented on his channel already to welcome him to the community, and I've passed it around to Chad, and he's shared his channel. So I will share that with you now. So he's an Australian reviewer. We don't have really many Australian reviewers. He's called The Sentinel. His name is Pep. I'll leave his link in the channel. At the moment he has 6 subscribers. So he's only got 2 videos. So go leave him a nice comment, welcome him, and give him some encouragement to make some more videos. Brand new reviewer, so yeah, check him out. He left a comment. Unfortunately, he lives in Australia, and I know Australia has really strict import-export. You can't have certain things coming into the country. It's like super strict. So I'm a little bit worried if I try and send him a bottle that is going to get destroyed in customs. So I've not entered his into the draw because of risking him not actually getting the prize. But check out his channel and give him a good welcome. Okay, so the reviewers, really, it's down, I think, between Timmy and Mr. Oz. I'm going to read Mr. Oz's again. So he wants gardenia and coconut, vanilla musk, a little bit of vetiver, some pine, some woods, some resins, myrrh and frankincense with a little bit of oud. And I really like Timmy's idea. I think his idea is great. Okay, I'm going to break my own rules. I'm going to try and do both. It might take a little while, and I don't know whose I'm going to do first. They're going to have to be one at a time. I can't work on 3 all at the same time. Mr. Oz, I'm going to attempt to make yours for you, and Timmy, I'm going to attempt to do yours. That's my limit, I think. 3 is enough to be working on, and it might take me a little while to do it. I'll try my best to film as much as I can of me creating them. It will be one at a time. I think I'll do the non-reviewers first, so Isabella, I'm going to work on yours first. But those are the 3 winners. I know I said I was going to do 2, but it's so hard picking. And I'm sorry to everybody else, your ideas are fantastic, and I have read all of them. And it's incredibly hard picking a winner out of 300 people commenting. So it's a little bit overwhelming, but I hope you'll find it interesting watching me make them. And I'll try and do my best of explaining kind of what I've learned about how to make things so far, just with my own experimentation. Hopefully they turn out really well and you all enjoy them and hopefully wear them. Okay, that's it guys. 3 winners, 3 fragrances to make. It's going to be it's going to be a challenge. Once one is finished, I will do a video announcing that one is finished and send it off and show the video of making that one. And then I'll do that for all of them. So you'll have 3 videos to watch of me making your fragrance if you're the winner, and the process of doing it and actually what's gone into it as well, so you'll be able to see exactly what goes into it. If you'd like to get in touch with me now, we can talk about labeling, what kind of labels you want. If you want white, black, any colour that you want. It could be pink. It doesn't really matter. It could be metallic. It can be silver. It can be gold. It can be matte finished metallic rather than shiny metallic. Yeah, and if you want your full name or your name as well as the fragrance idea, leave that in the comments or send me a private message or something so I know, and I can get working on that straight away, so I have those ready to make. I'm going to start this project very soon. There's a couple of notes that I don't own. I don't own coconut. I don't own black pepper. Surprisingly, I own pink pepper and pretty much all of the other spices, but I don't own black pepper. One of the florals I don't own as well. I forget which one was listed now. Magnolia. I don't have magnolia. Peppermint. I don't have peppermint. So I'm going to order those notes tonight, and once they come, I'll start blending. Thank you everyone who took part. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy doing it. Yeah, I'll see you very soon with a full review in the next video. Take care guys, bye.